Hola, hola. Bienvenidos. Hello, hello. Welcome to our masterclass Education 3000. Today we have a very special subject. It's called Pygmalion effect. So, and we have special guest. I want to welcome Kawasashaya or Kelly and Giovanna. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Yes. Welcome to our class Education 3000, 4000, 5000. This is a master class every Friday. And I'm so happy today we are the three of us. So tell me about education. How has it changed?
Yes, and today we're going to have.
Hello?
Yes.
Today we're going to talk about the Pygmalion effect, isn't it? And we have a counselor today that she's talking with us about news for education.
Yes. Actually, I was just telling Naomi that the from the corona
Counselor?
we have. Yes, Naomi. Hi everyone.
Okay,
Actually,
the image is a little.
3000,
There.
Where I'm calling from Lebanon. The internet here is not perfect, but I guess you can hear me now, right? Education 3000.
Yes. Go ahead. Welcome.
We've been working program for like 3-4 years now, and when corona comes and all over the world, it changed a lot of the education system, and everybody at home now studying online, and all the kids are online. We used to tell our kids not to touch the computer or the tab all day. Now they're online all day long, and then this thing bring a lot for us, because we were waiting for that time where we can break the gap between the old generation, the teachers, and the new students, where they're using the technology every day. If we can discuss this more in details, we realize that the students are way more into the technology than the teachers, or the old way of teaching, we can say. So now with Education 3000, we had brought a lot for the students to be more creative and to discover a lot more about themselves, and not to be bored in school, and do a lot more what they can do to have a more better future for us and for the whole world. So being with Education 3000, I realized the kids are having more fun. And now, especially when corona is almost over in most of the places where the kids have to go back to school, they don't want to go back to school. They were like, we're doing great at home, we're researching our homework, we're doing all this project here and there. They were very much depending on themselves doing the work. you know the teacher just given the assignment, and the students doing the work and doing the presentation and searching for all the materials. And I was like, oh my gosh, we were teaching this in Education 3000. So it brings really something to myself, that we really, if we can train this program to the community, and tell them that this is the right way of for the new millennium, for all the kids to be more creative and more successful, into for a better future. Because teaching them the way that it used to be teach, it's not the way anymore. That's it. We're not going back again to that.
We won't go back. Definitely.
Yes, exactly.
And by the way, if you have your comments, where you are from, what do you do for education, what do you want to do for the future, please put your comment down there. And if you see afterwards in YouTube, in Facebook as well, put your comments because we can see them. And it's about all the countries,
And now,
it's about the whole world, it's about all the families. It's a co-creation.
wonderful. And you know, based on what you're saying, to leave the comment on where they're from or where they're watching us all over the world now. We see each other like a small village now. It's a whole universe. I mean, the whole global and become one part with this, because the students are connecting with each other all over the place. Split the time and the time difference between all of us, and they do speak all the same language now. Every single kid, doesn't matter where they're from, they're speaking even the same language together. It's the language
This
of the
is
technology.
amazing.
It's you know, so it's very, very, very nice. And we really bring in the cultures and everything together. It's like a harmony. It's like the universe brought this to us to make it really the leap, if you wanted to say it. So it's
Yeah,
really fun.
yeah, look at this program. I am in Bolivia, South America. Giovanna is in the state, North America. You are in Lebanon,
Yes.
Middle East. So
Yes,
this is
yes,
really
yes.
a new world where we are one family, we're small, and we can connect real time all the time.
Yes,
It's so
yes,
different in 1 year, mind you, in 1 year. Giovanna, how are you?
yes.
All okay?
Yes.
Or Giovanna, your
How,
connection is slow,
how
maybe.
are you doing? Do you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Okay, good. At least you're hearing me because I see my image a little frozen, but I understand that it's the internet.
No, no,
It's
it's
crazy,
good.
but you
It's
know.
good.
Okay, good. Well, I'm here in the United States in Houston, Texas, and I can appreciate too the importance of the transformation for education, and I can see the kids how they reacted here with the pandemic, and it's the same thing. They got used to stay home. They got used to be like self thought at home. They're just taking their education in their hands. So we're here just for helping them with all those tasks, and just being by their side, in all this process of transformation that the education is having. So I'm amazed, and also we're sharing all this program. This 25 series of masterclass that it's wonderful. And today we have a very, very nice subject that we're going to be sharing with you. It's an effect that it seems to me that it's a very important tip for everyone, not just in the education area, but it's actually for all of us, all of our lives. Yes. So Naomi, do you want to introduce that?
Yes, let's go. Let's go. It's for not
Okay,
only
let's
teachers,
go.
as Giovanna said, it's for you as a family, it's for oneself, for couples as well. Pygmalion effect is so, 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 so important. So what if we see the video now, we watch the video now, and then meanwhile you put your comments, and then we can talk a little bit about the Pygmalion effect after that, because this is a key
Okay.
effect in all aspects of life. Go on talking. Meanwhile, I'm going to look for the video.
Thank you. Yes, let's share it.
But I'll go on talking because this time I have a
Yes.
little bit. This is different the way I'm going to do it. So I think I got it.
Yes,
Can you see my
I think
screen?
that we got it.
Yes, yes, yes,
Perfect. We got it.
yes.
I got it. Yes.
exactly what we want. If we can understand that we can understand that hello, hello. Yes, we are all here now with the microphone on. Let's try the sound.
Hi.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hi.
Good,
You
good,
can
good.
hear me? Okay. I'm thinking that the
I don't know if you can hear
yes, the
me.
best thing is
Can you hear me?
Yes, 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 we can
yes, we
hear
I,
you.
I
do.
can
We
I
do.
cannot hear you, but you can hear me.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yes,
yes.
we do. We do, Kelsey.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's like I'm a little frozen, probably, or
It's
you're
okay.
seeing me fine.
We can listen to you
Okay,
Naomi,
perfectly.
you
good.
can hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Both
Yes?
of you.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's nice. Okay, I liked it. I like the subject of today. Can we talk a little bit more of what the Pygmalion effect is? It's like
Please.
I'm amazed how the fact that you what you think of a person of a kid, it affects the way that they can succeed or not is amazing, Noemi.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can hear you because I'm not sure if you
We
can
can
hear
hear you.
me.
So
Yes.
go on, Giovanna, and when Kelly has the sound, we go on with Kelly as well, or
Okay.
Kausar person.
Okay. Perfect. What I was saying is that it's amazing how the Pygmalion effect actually it is the fact that whatever you think about the kids or whatever you think about the person affects after all in all his success, whatever they are going to do, whatever they're going to be. And I'm amazed, and I love the mythology. So in how Pygmalion comes from this king that actually was dreaming about the perfect woman, and the perfect woman didn't exist, so he just invented it. He was a sculptor, and then he made a very beautiful sculpture, and he fell in love with that sculpture. So i I understand the love that he had for that sculpture that made the sculpture become to life. In that way you can see how our dreams and our desires kind of affect in our own lives, isn't it? So I love that, Noemi. I love that that idea of Pygmalion effect and how you can handle it and how you can apply it in education, isn't it? So
Exactly,
in
because
the
this is another lection. I mean, to my point of view, is if Giovanna, oh, you disappeared. If you don't find what you
oh,
want or look, like this guy, this king, he couldn't find, according to him, the perfect woman. You made it, you make it, you create it, you co-create it. For instance, if you can't find the education you really like or want for your children, you do it. You create your own. You are free, you see? And this is something, the second lesson from this Pygmalion effect. And I think that's amazing. We are not a victim. If you don't like what you have, just we change it. This is powerful, is not it?
it's powerful. And um, I've enjoyed the story of this teacher, actually, that it was in United States, I guess, that they made kind of an experiment. It was a little like uh, trying to see how the view of the expectations of this teacher affected to the kids. So they gave the this teacher these two classes, and they said to him that one of the class was a class of students that were not as good as the other one, and the actually they interchanged the classes, and the teacher ended with two great classes just because his expectations of the students that were kind of poor in learning were higher. So, and I understand now how these expectations affected all this group of kids, and they ended being good students, very good students. That's one example of real life that happens in all schools, in every single school. Yes.
And not only school, Giovanna. Then they did the test again, but you know where? In the army. They had an old
Uh-huh.
group of
Oh,
soldiers, and there two groups, and they had like trainers. And then one trainer they say everything is bad, and the other trainer they say everything is good. And you know what happened? It did happen. I mean, this is so important. And usually they say 80%. I mean, 80% of chance you really change the reality by just thinking and saying what's going to happen. And this is you can Google. It's a very extensive test and work and survey. So I think it's not a joke. It's something we have to consider.
yes, yes. It's not, and I can remember now that you're talking about this. When I was a kid, when not when I was a kid, but yeah, now that I grew with my children and everything. When my kids were little, I had an aunt that, and she always was reminding me, okay, don't tell them you are lazy or you are anything that it has a very negative connotation. Okay, and she
Correct.
said like just try to reinforce whatever good, you know, that they do, whatever thing that they do, a positive thing, just try to reinforce that instead of doing you are or you are, just because of such importance, or words have this great importance, you know, the vibration that we are sharing with those kids or anyone, because as we know and we are learning too in education, that we are vibrations. So all the vibrations that we share to the world is that those vibrations are going to impact wherever we go. So that's the great thing from us. You know, I understand. And this Pygmalion effect for me is one of the best tips for this education. You know, for the future education and from now and for life. Yes, I
Yes. Correct.
enjoyed it. Uh-huh. So
So,
Noemi,
homework. Please check the Pygmalion effect. Use it positively and for yourself, for your family, for if you're in couple as well, for your partner, and for the children of the world, and for the future too. Because if you project the future is going to be bad, hey, you know
it
what? You
will
put this
be.
thought in the, let's say, morphic field or like the universal internet, and
Yes,
you can change. I mean, you change the balance of the things. But if you think positively and you project a beautiful society and peace and positive thought, it will help as well in a bigger scale. Let's
yes.
try if Kausar has some sound, and then we go to the next week subject. Can you?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes!
Actually, sorry about the connection. It's my favorite
Ah,
subject. Most the holistic people teach it as a law of attraction. You know, if we think positive, we're gonna get the positive feedback. It's like they talk about karma. It's very much the same. When we talk about law of attraction, we talk about that the same thing. If we think that we're gonna pass the test, when we go to the test, we can pass it. And then if we think, oh, it's so scary, I cannot answer that questions, it sticks into your mind. So release that fear and think more positive, and you wouldn't imagine anything that you can succeed. I mean, life is simple, and especially I can tell you from my perspective, most our problems is fear more than anything else. As soon as we put the fear on the side and we think more positively, you will see the path open freely in so many ways. I couldn't hear you clearly, but this is my favorite subject, and we can talk a lot about that. Based
Yes.
on law of attraction, and it's ask and it's giving. So if you don't ask for it, it's not gonna come. It's like the blueprint of the thought. So how are you gonna have the process of something if you keep dwelling on negative thought all the time? You're not gonna have a positive idea. It's like you wanted to eat the burgers and you keep eating salad every day. You need to go bring the meat and eat the burgers. So very much the same. So having all this positive idea, it's like the blueprint. It's like a new ingredient for whatever you're gonna cook. So if you're studying and you know that you're gonna have a homework tomorrow, just keep telling yourself, "I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna do great. I'm gonna ace it." And then you will see tomorrow when you do the exam, it's gonna be perfect. I had one person. He was going for a competition. He came to me one time, and he's a hairdresser. So he came to me and he said, "Well, can you do hypnosis on me and give me some affirmation so I can practice this feeling so I can have it tomorrow?" I was like, "Yeah." We did the session. I give him the affirmation. You're gonna be the one tomorrow. Just feel the feeling so you can attract it to you. And so I went the day after to watch him. I couldn't believe my eyes when they called his name. He was the top one. He was the number one on the. So it really worked perfect. You just have to put this blueprint, this feeling inside. The feeling attract the good feeling. So if we think
That's it.
positive, and and we feel this positivity inside, we're gonna attract everything positive to us. So this is amazing what you guys doing, and I really love it so much, really. And this is it become part of everything that I,
Yeah.
and I think I what I become now just because I apply this to every single thing that I do.
And if you work in a group, if you have a team, if the whole team project and think and
Yes,
have the same commitment, oh, it's so powerful because it adds up. It's synergy, definitely.
I for the team, I teach them always to do a win-win situation. In a win-win situation, it's perfect too because we always positive into the whole group, and if someone doesn't like certain things, we can always adjust it. So we can all have this a great winning feedback.
That's it. That's it.
That, that's
And as we are every week here, actually every Friday, we invite you for next week, 4 o'clock in UK.
wonderful.
Please check in internet what time it is in your country. Number 7, yes, we go to the 7 masterclass, and it's very important as well. It's about positive stimulation circuit for learning. It's called PSL. And this is all about
Wonderful.
neurology, how all the information goes out to our brain and we remember, and the long-term memory, and we are creative because of the global front. So it's a lot of information. So welcome next Friday. And we invite you, Giovanna,
Okay.
our
Yes.
Katie, and
Okay.
everybody watching us. Please pass down the word. Subscribe.
Okay, we will do. We'll do
Yeah.
so, and there's going to be a very great information. Thank you.
We see
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you. Thank you so much,
Thank
Giovanna.
you.
Thank you,
Bye.
Kelly. And
Looking
thank you,
forward.
everybody on the other side of the screen, because it's a co
Yeah.
creation. All of us, we are changing everything because of the
Yeah.
Pygmalion effect. If we want it long enough with a pure heart, it will happen. This is the law, the famous law of attraction. Thank you. You
Thank
take
you.
care.
Yes.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Okay. Bye.